Okay, let's take this on out the video. So as promised, I am live right now. My daughter will not be joining us today. She will be joining us on the channel throughout, but obviously our obviously our schedule doesn't line up sometimes. So here we are. So but you will see her in and out the channel, but y'all probably going to see me here the most. Okay, so I want to say thank you to the people that are I haven't been on live in a while. So I want to say thank you to the people that's been on live or been on the channel for as long as the channel has been up. Yes, and thank you for being here. And I thank you for the old subscribers, and thank you for the new one that of course that will come into the channel. So thank you for being here. Also, be sure to follow us, which I will put our information in the description box. So be sure to follow us there as well. Um, I know that we're probably not going to see a lot of people into the chat because we are very new to um, like going live on this channel. This is probably I want to say the third time we've been live on the channel, or I've been live on the channel. But so it's a growing process that needs to be worked on. So here we are. What else we need to share before we get started? So yeah, so this channel is gonna be a mom and daughter channel, but you will probably see me the most because, like I said, our schedules, the background, the background noises. Urgh, just when you want to start the video, it always, but yeah, so it's going to be a mom and daughter channel where we share um different topics, but different experiences. So she'll be sharing her point of view at her age, which we hope to kind of pull from the 20 something year olds and the 40 something year olds like myself that have probably same or different views about different things that we experience in life. So yeah, Zoot is going to be a mom and daughter channel, but like I said, you will be seeing me the most. Another thing we plan to do on the channel is to do brunch. I should have cut that off, right? But anyways, it's okay. We're gonna do brunch on the channel. Well, what is it? What did I call it? Uh, I can't think of it right now, y'all. It's escaped my mind. But I will leave it in the description box, and I will let y'all know when we will do brunch. So brunch is basically the time between, let's say, about 10 a.m. to about 11 to 12 a.m. in the morning. 10 a.m. to about 12 p.m. in the morning, where we talk about different topics. And you could bring your brunch, and we were going to bring our brunch, and we're going to talk about different topics on the channel. Okay. So I'm excited about that. What else we wanted to add on this channel? We're gonna have a lot of fun here. Actually, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of different talks. We're gonna hopefully bring some people in to talk with us while we do our lives, and also be sure to comment in the comment section. Okay, be sure to comment in the comment section um, what topics you'd like for us, or I, or Kayla, to share. By the way, my name is Jenny and her name is Kayla. I forgot to tell y'all my name, okay? But my name is Jenny and my daughter's name is Kayla. And then we're going to be on the channel. So yeah, be sure to leave comments in the comment section and let us know what y'all would like to talk about. And of course, we bring you all the topics, but yeah, let us know what you'd like us to talk about on the channel, and we'd love to discuss it with you all. So yes, so the topic of conversation I'm trying to see if I'm not forgetting anything before I move on. But yeah, yes. So be sure to subscribe if you're new here. Kayla and I was gonna have this conversation about hold on y'all. Hold on. It's been about 2 years since I've been on this channel, but let's see. Let's see. Hmm, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. One second. How did Fashion Nova get in there? I don't know, but okay. Yeah, so we were gonna have a conversation about some of the myths that we know. S- We were gonna have a conversation about some of the myths we've known or we've experienced about love, of some things that we heard in our past um, experience about love, and we were going to discuss it here. So, but I will discuss about five. We have more than five, but we're only going to discuss about five. Let's call it myths that we've heard about love, and one of the ones were is um. So one of the ones was there's only one soulmate for our lives, one soulmate. And I don't know if y'all believe that, but I definitely don't believe that. But one soulmate for your whole entire life. The way I feel is that having one soulmate, whether also I want to say that the myths about love is not only about relationships like husband and wife, or boyfriend and girlfriend. This is also about mother-daughter relationships, um, brother sister, cousin, auntie, whoever relationship. This all applies to in my opinion, it applies to all these relationships. We don't only have one soulmate in this lifetime. um, and to think that we only have one soulmate in this lifetime, I think is just keeps us from opening our minds to other possibilities of love. And although yes, we may have what they say, that we may have one soulmate for a lifetime, I tend to think differently. I know that they have to be more than one relationship or one soulmate. There's more than one being a husband, or your daughter, your sister, your cousin, being like that person that you fall to or fall on, or share your dreams, or whatever it may be for you, that there is somebody out there, more than one person, that is your soulmate. That's just my opinion. I don't Okay, so let's take relationship for a minute, for a second. If we're in a relationship and we're married, right? Do you actually believe that there's one man for you in this lifetime? One? I I choose to think differently. I think that um, um, no, I'm not condoning cheating. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes we get to a crossroad where we kind of question our relationship and wonder, hey, is this man or is this woman the person that I want to continue my life with? I honestly think that sometimes we hold on to people that was supposed to be here for a season. They were supposed to be here for winter. and they still here in summertime. Like, what are they still here for? Let them go, you know? So I tend to think that, because I've had this in my life where I was with someone and I'm like, it was nice, but I have to go now, that type of thing. So I tend to think that there is more than one relationship for people. Just like if you have a cousin, that cousin might be your tightest cousin, right? Tightest sister. And for whatever reason, let's say y'all was kids and y'all grew apart. There, the soulmates keep coming in. It was a soulmate for the moment. Now we got to move on to the next one. But anyway, let's go to the next one. So the second one is, and also, relationships are built on not only love. Am I jumping to conclusions? Hold on. Yeah, relationships are not only built on only love. Relationships are built on commitment and mutual agreement to do things together so the relationship can work. So I just wanted to say that before we move on. Okay, so the myth number 2 is that true love should be effortless, right? True love is effortless. As we know, okay, so let's say there's a father and son relationship. Okay, if that love is effortless, there's no mistakes made in the relationships. Um, what I think is that when we have relationships, in order for us to continue that relationship, we kind of have to know that there need to be some effort put into the relationship that needs to be set, so that way we know that the person that we're involved with, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, or a family ship, you know what I mean, we have to know that that person is there for us by putting in the effort to make it work. Okay, so we're gonna move on to mystery. I'm not gonna be here for too long, y'all. So yeah, so we're gonna only do 3 today, and hopefully we'll um maybe when we get Kayla back on the channel, we can go further in discussion and add more myth. By the way, if you're watching right now, please put in the comments what myths you've heard about love. Okay, so all right, so the third myth is that your partner should complete you. Now I have a problem with that one because that I feel that is obvious. And I'm saying that now at 40 something years old, but you could not tell me that at 20. So I get it. But um yeah, right. So a relationship cannot complete you. No relationship can complete you, no matter how much you try in this relationship. No relationship can complete anyone. If we're in a relationship, we are to come as a whole human being. We are to come as complete as possible. Yeah, there are things that we're going to learn along the way that will help us to um, have um, to be complete. And there's some things we're going to have to pick up from our partners or whatever it is, right? There's some things we're going to have to pick up from them. But when we are entering in a relationship, we should also always enter in a relationship where we're not looking for the other person to fulfill something or fulfill a void that we should have already been working on in the first place. Do you understand? Leave in the comments when you was young, especially for the young excuse me, especially for the older people, right? We've been in a relationship when we were young and we thought this person was going to complete us and make us whole again, and it didn't happen and it broke us, right? And now that you're grown, you're like, well, I can't say it for everybody, but a lot of people still, oh, a lot of a lot of us still have that mindset that somebody's going to complete us, and that is far from the truth. You're Whether you're 20, 18, 20, 25, or 30, 40, 50 years old, getting into the relationship with someone feeling like they will complete you is more destructive than anything, because it will leave you empty, and you will wonder, oh, what did I go wrong? But entering the relationship, you had already gone wrong. You was already wrong from the beginning, because you went into the relationship wanting somebody to fix you, and that is impossible. We have to work. We have to be strong enough to work on ourselves, and I know it's the hardest thing to do. As human beings, it's hard for us to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I'm really fucked up over on this end. I'm really messed up. So start to work on yourself, and before you enter into a relationship. Yeah. So what I was reading was that a relationship should be a supportive one and not someone you depend on. We should not be codependent on other people. We should have an interdependent relationship with people, so that um, we can love them wholeheartedly and not depend on their love to go on. All right. So the last myth is, I'm trying to read without my glasses, y'all. So yeah. Yes, love alone cannot sustain a relationship. It says here that it have to have mutual, we have to have mutual respect, mutual trust for each other, and we have to work together to make things work. Okay, so yeah, so leave, yeah, again, like I said, leave it in the comments. Um, what myths that you've heard about love, and um, if you're 20, yes, leave it in the comments. If you're 30, leave in the comments. If you're 40, 50, and 60, how have life changed for you around what you learned about love? I thank you all for watching. This has been, it's been about 17 minutes. Yeah, 17 minutes. Thank you for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow us on our socials. Well, I'll come back. I'll try to come back we'll try to come back every Sunday to do these talks. And thank you. Thank you for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.